I think it's just really hard, right? Especially like I think that you have to understand people and what they've been through, and then I think that that's something that comes more with age. Understanding who we show up as in relationships or in connections or friendships, anything. Who we show up as, like it strongly has to do with our past, our history, our past, our traumas, what we saw growing up, what we experienced in certain friendships and certain
Yeah.
relationships. Like all of that kind of stacks up to make who we are in that moment and how we show up in these things. And I do think that like we choose to be who we are in certain connections stemming from those experiences, because I can choose to be like a nasty, mean person because of my pain and what I've been through in the past,
Right.
or I can choose to be somebody who doesn't want to put that on somebody else. You know, like understand that I've had my traumas, and I mean, this takes work to be able to understand where those traumas come from and those triggers, and being able to like notice that and before or after. Maybe you might have a trigger and you might slip for a second and be like, wait, you know, I can't put this on you. This is from
That's
my
growth,
past.
Tati. That's
Yeah,
growth.
it
That's
is. But
evolution. It's very
people
good.
have to be willing to do that to be able to show up properly.
They have to
in a
understand
relationship.
what that even
Yeah.
is, because some people don't know how to tap into that. Some people get traumatized, get hurt by the relationships, and they get tainted. They get like, you know what, F men. And, you know, all men ain't
Or
shit.
F women,
And
right? Let's be fair
yeah,
here,
the
but,
same
you
thing.
know.
Yeah, all women are gold diggers and like, fuck them and da 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 da, you know. And it's understandable. Like, you build a guard, you start to get guarded. But
And even beyond that, it doesn't even have to be F men, F women. It stems too from our childhood and what we saw growing up and how we see that these relationships work, or how we see that, like, if I do this, like feelings are wrong. I shouldn't have, if like on a man's standpoint, it's like I can't show feelings because feelings are like a sign of weakness.
I love that we're talking about
And
this.
and like for women, it's like I have to be this strong, independent woman because, you know, this is where we live. And it's just everything stems from something. And then that always comes up in our new connections. And I feel like it's so important to be able to, like, with every friendship, if every like step that you go along, I think that doing the work on yourself in all of those transitions is so important.